This is not the first time I have realized that Pitbull's hotel room is very similar in tone to Cruel Angel's Thesis. And about because I was going with like Hotel Room by Pitbull, and then about midway through, I'm like, this is just Cruel Angel's Thesis. Um, let's see, what did we do last time? Let's see, Leon 1, 2, 3, check, check, check. Did we do Leon 3? Wait, did we do Leon 3, or did we go straight from Leon 2 to... Did we go straight from Leon 2 to Chris 1? I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, then Chris 2, Jake 1, Jake 2. Then I think we did Chris 3. We'll have to see. We'll have to fuck around with it. Alright. So we're back. Changing over to a more minimalist design for the overlay, which is to say, I'm just slapping the webcam on there. It adds to the horror theme. That's not the reason I did it, but... Oh, that's loud as fuck. Oh, excuse me. Oh, thank God. I had like a gas bubble in my chest for like 5-10 minutes now. It has finally come out. Okay. So, Leon. You ate zucchini bread? How'd that go for you? I don't think I've ever had zucchini bread. Okay, we've done Leon 3. Let's see where we're at right now. Welcome, mate. How you doing tonight? Let's see. We did Chris 3. Sweeter tasting than you thought, huh? And we've done Jake 2. Oh, excuse me. Huh. So that brings us to, let's see. We did Chris 3. So it looks like, yeah, no fancy border. Yeah, no, we're gonna move away from the fancy border for a little bit. We're trying some minimalist stuff for now, but I just want to be very clear to everyone that even though the fancy border is not currently in play, that all of the old displays should still be active. Except for chat. So, don't feel bad about that. So it looks like we're going from Chris 3 to Jake 3, and then Jake 4. I also, as a heads up, I am super sleepy. So I don't know how much we're going to do on this. AKA Sack is lazy and didn't want to set it up. It actually took more effort to turn it off. A little behind the scenes, I just have it on a slide. And I can turn it on whenever I want. So, yeah, so it looks like we're going to Jake 3, Jake 4. And I want to do at least 2 tonight. We might go into Chris 4. But I am tired. Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations. Alright, I forgot to post, by the way, so let's go at everyone. Hotel room by Pitbull has a slightly similar melody to Cruel Angel's Thesis. If you hum them. Oh. Also RE6, I guess. That's how you intro. Alright. Who'd we say it was? It was Jake 3, Jake 4, Chris 4, right? Delightful. My favorite. Jake, the stealth chapters. Six months later, June 30th, 2013. The far future of 2013. Gotta say, I'm all about that Neo Umbrella aesthetic. Super into just the stupid mask thing they've got going on for no reason.
Hey, it's your man.
Oh, easy, Lo Yao. I see how hung long.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh. Jake did the Jill neck snap. Oh, shit. He did the kung fu thing. Ooh, you guys are gonna get fucked up. Watch this. Ooh, yeah. Fuck yeah. Kung Fu Man. Let's go. Why is Jake... what? Why is Jake health bar now a cube? RE1 is set in 1998, 2 years into the future. Now 24 years into the past. Wait, 1998? Is everyone in their 40s now? Oh, there's the nightgown. I'm gonna be honest, I don't get anything from seeing Sherry in, like, a skimpy hospital gown. And a large contributing factor to that is I remember when she was, like, this fucking tall. I have to, like, back up to demonstrate how tall she was. That is some aggressive jiggle physics.
Goodbye, shitty prison cell. It's been a real slice
That
of
is
heaven.
like impressively aggressive. Sherry and Skimble hospital gowns for people who played RE4 and 5 and nothing else. Yeah, it's...
Two subjects have escaped from the quarters. They must not leave the facility.
It's just like, knowing her as a kid is just like...
I knew she was here.
An immediate turnoff, honestly. It's just immediate deflation. Why is it this goddamn light? Surprise, motherfucker! Ooh, yeah! Boom! Booyah! Kapow! Wait for it! And kick ya. Oh, you got a gun, do you? Well, I know how to miss someone with a gun. Fuck yeah, we're all very stupid and bad at aiming. Ow. Oh, I ran out. I ran out. Whatapa! Quapa! Wapa! Whoop! Boo! Kabang! I do not have a lot of stamina. Watch me jaunt away at slow speeds. Alright, so I will have to say one problem about this setup is I can't tell when chat updates as easily. Kapangzos. Alright, I'm back at full. Kapowgers. It's not for people who, when you say Sherry Birkin, picture a 12-year-old American girl wearing a Japanese school uniform, because... R2 remake, if you put Claire in the classic costume, Sherry's clothes also change from her Lake of Us thing to the Japanese school uniform. I think I used the new costumes, didn't I? When we did RE2, I think I used the new costumes. See, I remember the only one I changed was Jill, because I will not let Capcom retcon that outfit. I will now stand here as my stamina slowly regenerates. What if I... Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna try something out real quick. Could move the picture to the bottom, but that would cover some of the interface. You know what? It's fine. You don't need to see what I'm picking up. It's fine. It'll be whatever. There you go. We'll try that out for a little bit. There's not going to be any background now, but that's okay. I just need to see the text update. Alright, that should work. See, so they do understand the importance of color in environments. Did different people work on different parts of the game? Okay, that makes sense, but... I'm talking, like, outright level design, like...
So close. There's gotta be something I can stand on.
Hope it would change Ada's outfit, and it does and doesn't. She just never wears a trench coat. Okay, yeah, that works well enough. I mean, we'll probably be covering some UI in the bottom left corner sometimes, but it's fine. If it becomes an issue, we'll fuck around with it. And this will mostly be covering pickups, which are like ammo and shit, I think. So I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. And I have descended. Booyah! Alright. Oh, what do we got? Looks like we got a moment. We got a moment of not being shot at. That... Alright, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. This dress is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's functional. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with this dress. I don't want to hate on this dress. It's a little clinical, but it fits what it was being used for. But let's be real, it's not Ada. At least not Ada as she is currently depicted. Alright, I'm going to type in this passcode. The passcode is... Explosion. Magic circle. Omega.
I'll go, huh?
The password is... Omega. Lakshmi. Two squares fucking each other. Which is an alchemical symbol for something? Okay, what I will say is about these is a lot of these are like vaguely occultic, like occult symbols, but like they're like slightly off. But she wears shoes that are actually wearable in her situation, which is very uncharacteristic of Ada. Oh, this is fun. Aha! Well, like she didn't go in not expecting zombies, and it went, alright, zombie cops, umbrella, pushback, cocktail dress, tights and heels, lock and load. She has very good balance. It's part of being a chrysalis person. She's only in 3 games? Got it. Circle ring, Lakshmi, Lakshmi. Damn! Well, to be fair, outside of Chris, like, who's in the most games, right? 2, 4, and 6. She does appear in, like, the Wii late game, but those don't count. Like, Chris is number 1 for some fucking reason. But, like... How many is Jill in? Jill's in 4 of them, and Claire is in. We're assuming.
Jake.
Remakes count as the same entry, right? So we're not counting remakes, but like. Claire is in 2, Veronica, and Revelations 2, like 3, right? Same with Lil.
Where are we?
China.
Lil? Leon.
Obviously.
Same with Leon, right?
Where?
How many's Leon in?
Why?
There's also 3.
No, don't
Yeah,
care.
3.
There's no I'm done being their guinea pig.
So most of them are only in like 3 or so.
Plenty.
Except for Chris, for
Something about
some
using
reason.
my antibody to enhance the C virus.
Oh no. What else did they say?
You know anything
I swear,
about
someone in... almost wonder if, because there was like a wave of like generic action men at the time of like RE5, or at least there would be an oncoming
Yes, he
wave
had an
around that time
antibody
period.
that could fight
I
off
wonder
any
if the
virus.
reason Resident Evil leaned so far into Chris was
abused
simply
his
because Chris was
Took it
the
for granted.
easiest to slot into generic
ended up
action
turning
man.
himself into some kind of monster. And I thought dear old dad was just a deadbeat who skipped out on us. No. He was actually a freaking nut job who almost destroyed the world.
Your father's actions have nothing to do with you.
Yeah, but his blood does. It's the whole reason why we're even here. I mean, come on. You really think that crazy doesn't run in the family? That nothing of who my father was didn't somehow get passed on down to me? You of all people should know that's true. I'm just saying. The man that I am, the things that I've done, at least it all makes a little bit more
I think if Sherry genuinely thought that you become your dad, she would freak the fuck out constantly.
What?
You can blame your father all you want. But at some point, you have to take responsibility for your own actions.
Ooh. Ooh, get fucked, loser. I don't hate Jake, actually. Can I be honest? I don't hate Jake. His sections are a little dicey, like, as far as, like, gameplay goes, but honestly, I kind of like him.
Okay.
Jake sees Rebecca and is like, woo, who's this pretty lady? Truly is his father's son. It's weird that it's like a stealth game all of a sudden, but... Also, just want to say, them not running around in their underwear the entire time? Cowards. Yeah, how many is Rebecca in? 2? Nope. Wait. It's Chinese. Of fucking course I can't read it. I hate Jake because I hate all Weskers who aren't Weskers. Oh my god! Oh, fuck! Oh! Oh, I hate that! Holy shit! Oh! Oh my god! That's the worst one! That's the worst one in all of Resident Evil. We did it. We found the worst monster. Holy shit, my skin is still crawling. Oh my god, why? Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. No, okay, Iguana, you can fuck off. Like, you're nothing compared to that monstrosity.
What the hell's this?
Resident Evil puzzle. Two in a shitty movie. Rebecca got an entire novel, but it isn't canon. You want to know the most hilariously disappointing thing ever? The closest a portrayal of what canon Resident Evil 1 is comes from a pachinko machine. Yeah. Although, don't think it's all the way canon, because the entire time, Jill is wearing her Nemesis costume, so... Because of course she was. This is a nice bed. Hell yeah! ID medal. I did not think the chair would do that. Honestly, that's kind of cool. Whoa! So, alright. Let's talk about this for a second. You can hide in these, right? Everyone sees this? Like, we're gonna have to run throughout the whole building while the Unistalk chases us. Like, y'all know that, right? Like, that's where this is gonna go. Oh, I misjudged that. You think that's bad? After years of no Fatal Frame, Tecmo dropped a trailer with remake cutscenes and gameplay from Fatal Frame 1. It was a slot machine. A slot machine or a pachinko machine? Ugh, slot. Well, that's really weird, then. Like, that's weirder than a pachinko machine. Although they are releasing Mask of the Lunar Eclipse next year, I think. The ghost had a slot once you took a picture of them. Alright. Who needs an ashtray that comically oversized? Like, who smokes that much? And I understand there's like 80 people here, right? But are they really smoking that much? I mean, clearly the ashtray is full, but come on, people. Show some care to your lungs. I understand you're semi-immortal zombies. / chrysalis people. / possible clones. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I fucking hate it. Yeah, that might be the worst horror monster I've ever seen. Like, realistically, I think I hate it more than any other horror monster. I think the only monster in any game I have ever hated more than that is those locusts in the DS3 DLC.
I'll tell you this, it took a lot of money to build something this big.
No kidding. I never saw anything outside the one crappy room they had me in.
Bam! You do that. I love that. I love the need to do like a flip in midair. He didn't need to do that, right? That's just production value. Okay, come on. I'm not stupid. There we go. Do it. Open the umbrella door. Oh.
Hey!
Roger!
Go! Ooh, how do I get in there? That looks spicy. I want it. You ring the gong. Boom! Resident Evil puzzle. Oh, here we go.
3 medallions for the west. And it says it takes 10 medallions to gain passage to the east.
Well, let's go west first. Boom. Barry, how can it take you so long to kill one enemy? There we go. Yet I am so tired. Alright, 3 medallions for the west, huh? Oh, that's how this works.
Okay, we know what they look like. Now we find the rest.
We never tried the front door. I assume it's locked? Well, oh well. It's fine. This is Resident Evil. It was locked.
So, what they have you doing for the past 6 months?
You name it. They were trying to research the virus I'm carrying. It was the same thing I went through after Raccoon City. It was just as shitty the second time.
Jeez. I'm sorry.
I'm still surprised we haven't had to run from the Una stock yet. Oh, I'm dying. Sherry! Why is, like, one of the AIs so much smarter than all of the others? Like, Helena is so much smarter compared to all of the others. What exactly are the Havo infected with? Isn't it? It's the C virus, right? I mean, I have no idea what the hell the C virus is or where it came from, but supposedly it's the C virus. The C stands for creepy crawling. Oh my god. Boom.
Much appreciated.
Chrysalid virus. Guess that explains why they grow bug parts when you shoot them. Oh, well, that would also explain why they emerge from chrysalises. Chrysalises. Chrysali. Yes! Piano puzzle. So, that was a lot of sheet music, right? He definitely did not play all of that. Which makes me wonder, why did it spit out an emblem? Did it spit out an emblem because he played the song written there? Or did it spit out an emblem because he jammed in general? Could anything have worked? Or was there like a certain level of piano quality? These are the questions. Where the hell did you just come from? This one area reminds me a little bit of the Spencer Mansion. Because every mansion reminds me of the Spencer Mansion, I've been traumatized. This reminds me of the Brazen Bull execution. Fuck yeah, perfumed water. Get up in there, yeah. Yeah, get that smell off. Roll around in it. Hell yeah. Now you smelling good. Ooh, Sherry's got the idea. Hell yeah. Really get in there. Oh yeah. Wait. Butt shot. Hold up. Yeah. Butt shot. Fuck yeah. Alright. We're done. We're done playing around. We're done having fun. This is a serious stream. Resident Evil serious. There's no goofiness in it. Alright? 100% serious all the time. I'm pretty sure I got all of the medallions I need. Oh, I did. Okay. Ugh. Excuse me. Find the comm system. Boom! Swinging suplex. I'm gonna get you, weapon.
Go and get him.
Now's a bad time. Okay.
You're a bad time.
What is this?
Data from your experiments. Here we go.
Hello.
It's all right here.
Why don't you call your boss?
It's me, Sherry Birkin.
The Persona 25th anniversary ended.
He's okay.
Did they unveil anything that anyone
Facility.
actually legitimately cared about aside from the ports?
All right. I'll send you our exact coordinates.
By anyone, I
We're
mean
already here in
the
town.
majority of
It's
people.
over. We're saved.
Oh, hallelujah.
One of the things they unveiled was ice cream. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Done. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Wait, one of the announcements was the ports, and the other announcement was the release date for the ports. By the way, P5R is also being ported. The other one was the announcement for the release date.
Let's go. These guys aren't much for conversation.
Good. I was sick of this place anyway.
Once they port P5R, I can actually play the game again. You know, I didn't expect a tank, honestly. Legitimately, I wasn't... I didn't think tank. But yeah, since my PS4 broke, I haven't been able to actually play P5 anymore. So I actually am down for the ports. because it means I can actually play it on PC.
Sherry, this way! Hey!
I'm gonna be honest, the Persona 25th anniversary kind of screamed we had to do something because we reached this milestone, but we don't really have a plan on what we're gonna do. So it kind of felt like, let's do a bunch of shit no one really cares about.
Jesus.
Except for, like, the peak whales. And then we'll do the one thing people have actually been asking for. That's more than what they thought for the SMT 30th anniversary. A much bigger milestone. They did nothing. I disagree that 30th is a bigger milestone. $25 is a quarter century.
Jesus Christ!
30 is just like 5 years after that. 35's a bigger milestone. Well, no, I honestly wouldn't even say 30. Like, there's a certain amount of importance that people inherently put behind numbers, is what I'm saying. And 25 is a more, like... It's not that 25 isn't like a higher number, but it is a more generally viewed as important a number. They still have a couple of weeks. October 30th is when SMT1 came out. That would have worked if there wasn't a pole in the way. Wait. I'm, like, dangerously out of pistol ammo. Oh, nosers!
Oh, come on! Enough already!
We might need to actually do the ammo thing just for Jake. Because we just keep running out of ammo. Jake has a massive ammo deficiency. And a health item deficiency. It's like... I guess what they're trying to do with Jake is he's supposed to be like the survival horror guy. But they're kind of botching it.
How the hell do I get over there? I could swing off that statue if I got it to the right angle.
Technically, you swing off anything if you get into there.
Getting there. Just a few more hits.
Come on, big boy. Big money, no whammies. Hell yeah, you can do it. I believe in you. Hey, don't believe in yourself.
Stupid statue.
Don't believe in yourself. Believe in me that believes in you. Megami Tensei had its 35th anniversary on September 11th. They didn't say shit about the birth of their own franchise.
Thanks for the opening. Sherry, I found a bike. Just hold on.
Okay!
Oh yeah, kneecapped your ass. Oh yeah, you wanna go? Let's go, motherfucker! My name's Jake Wesker. I have personality traits, I assume. Did this man just giant swing? Look, someone on the dev team watches wrestling, alright? There's no way around it. There's no way around it. What the? I'm gonna say something controversial that even I didn't agree with before. Hell yeah! I'm a bear commander! I S-ranked a mission! Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bow! What the hell was that? No, that's not how I do it. We go pew 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 pew! Accuracy A. Death A. Clear time A. Enemies routed A. Killed an enemy by chaining a physical attack with my partner. Beat the chapter without entering the dying state. Killed 10 or more enemies with physical attacks. Killed an enemy with a coup de grace. Killed 10 headshots. Excuse me. Used an enemy's attack to kill another enemy. Beat the chapter without using grenades. Destroyed 5 or more enemies using the turret-mounted cameras. Rescued a partner. Killed an enemy with physical attack. Killed an enemy with stealth attack. Executed a headshot. Successfully escaped captivity. Reunited with my partner, and I evaded the tank's attacks. Because I'm the coolest. Ba 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 ba. Think Atlas USA slapping Shin Megami Tensei on everything Mega 10 related, regardless of whether it SMT or not, was actually really, really smart. And they did that. Maybe there wouldn't be as much of a disconnect with fans. I mean, I disagree about the fan disconnect thing. I don't think that's true, because they would still be like organized around like meta franchises. In fact, I think it might actually hurt fan connection worse, because SMT fans are the fucking worst. So yeah, I don't know about the fan connection thing. It was smart as far as like a marketing perspective goes, though. But then there's also like the other side about like marketing to like Western audiences, and like how marketable is a specifically pure Japanese name like Shin Megami Tensei. It gets a little dicey. I mean, it's clearly just a marketing ploy. Okay, we're going to Jake 4 apparently. Highway, House Swan Courtyard, Shopping District, Airplane Crash, Stilt Housing Area. Boom. will say playing their games on YouTube is better than what SMT fans do, which is not play their games. How? Shots fired!
Yes. We're all right. Understood. I'll make sure. We'll be there soon.
What did he say?
He gave me the rendezvous coordinates. It's close.
Ah, great. Hang on!
So, like, really, who is the mom?
They're trying to mow us down.
Oh, I hate
Thanks,
this.
I have ears! God only knows how we're gonna get out of this.
Oh, I hate this. Words cannot describe how disorienting having the entire screen rotate is.
Hold on to me!
Oh, I tried to land on a building and it just did not let me. I was like hitting invisible walls. I was like, is the game gonna kill me because of how jank it is?
Hey! Shoot that thing, would you?
Boom! You did it, Sherry.
This is really starting to hurt.
I like how it tells me what the brake button is, as if I have any brakes.
Hold on as tight as you can, okay?
The Jake train has no brakes. Choo choo, motherfucker! That man blew himself up. I love how I'm just holding the accelerate and it's still somehow missing.
God damn it!
I can't hold on.
Then just fall!
You can! I'm coming!
Genuinely, who cares? You're immortal. Did you forget that? You know what? I guess it'll still hurt. Oh man, thank God we live in the Fast and the Furious universe where falling on a car counts as a cushion. Because otherwise, falling from that height would have killed you. I crashed. That was my bad. I was making too much of... I was joking around. I was being too silly.
You okay?
That is a very hard to avoid car if you forget that you can use your brakes. But I think you've forgotten a very important fact, which is the Jake train has no brakes.
Yeah.
Alright, the Jake train probably should get some brakes in a second. Or at least, I could take my fucking finger off the accelerator.
You okay?
Alright, that truck came out of nowhere.
You okay?
I have done something shameful. I have taken my finger off the accelerator. Now we're just having a casual drive. Sherry, if you could, like, shoot them, it's like the one job you have. Now I'm accelerating! Boom! Bitch! Do it. Do it. That's not how gasoline works! The only thing I think I've ever seen acknowledge that was, like, well, I think it was 21 Jump Street. Is, like, the only entertainment franchise I've ever seen that has pointed out that that is not how it works. How the fuck did I pull that one off? Hold on, Sherry. I refuse to take my hand off the accelerator.
You're still on us!
Sherry, if you could, like, aim better. I forgot I could accelerate even faster. We have, like, double acceleration. Oh, hell yeah. Can't stop, won't stop. Why are their motorcycles so much faster than my motorcycle? Like, I'm not even, like, taking my fit. I am just, like, gunning it as hard as I can right now. The movie. With Jonah Hill and other famous actor who isn't Jonah Hill. It might have been 22 Jump Street.
As if we didn't have enough problems!
Watch out!
Here we go! Hold on!
Watch this. Watch this! Ooh! Yeah, boy! Helicopter pursuit lost. Hard disagree. Those movies were hilarious. Excuse me.
Looks like Redfield and his Boy Scouts are here too.
Jake?
We don't need their help! I didn't ask for it either!
I know you don't like him, but if Chris is here...
All right! Enough about Redfield! Jesus, getting old!
Jake, you were like
These guys know what they're
so
dealing with.
far down on the ladder that if Chris is here and we're being shot at by a helicopter, just let Chris take out the helicopter. Like, even if you, like, insist on, like, fighting all the dudes, at least let Chris punch the helicopter a few times. I'm out of bullets again. When did I get the Bear Commander? I didn't. I think I received the Bear Commander. I think I was supposed to pick it up in the last level, and I didn't. Hold up. There was, like, actual good ammo on the ground, and I couldn't pick it up because I'm overloaded with shitty grenades. Am I supposed to, like, kill the helicopter? What is supposed to be happening right now?
Dropping like flies. We'll have this mess mopped up in no time.
Chris, could you fucking do something? Jump on top of it and beat the shit out of it.
He's the last one.
Got it. To be fair, no one cared about the original 21 Jump Street.
And I thought we'd be here all night. This way!
Okay.
Boom. I feel like we're making progress through this level, honestly. We might be able to go for a third one.
Hey!
Okay.
Screw all this running! I'm taking that chopper out!
How? With what?
Not
Moxie.
sure. Kinda making this up as I go.
Chris is on the roof.
I can tell you that because if I bring up 21 Jump Street at a
Not going
family
too well
gathering,
for him,
you'll
is
get
it?
40 or 50-year-old women
Wanna show
talking about
him
how
how it's
beautiful Johnny Depp was. That...
Well, I have to
Well then, okay. Multiple issues with that. One, that is purely anecdotal. Two, it seems like they cared more about it being Johnny... It seemed like they cared more about Johnny Depp than the actual show. Which, again, stands to the point, no one cares about fucking 21 Jump Street. What is fucking wrong with me? That was embarrassing. I will also say to that point, saying Johnny Depp was hot is like fucking saying water is wet. Like what else is new, you know? 21 Jump Street might have opened the door for Johnny Depp being famous, but Johnny Depp is not famous for 21 Jump Street. Do I just have, like, a barrel full of ammo? Okay, I have 2 rifle ammo, 15 magnum ammo, and some explosive. I don't think I even have a gun that uses these. Anyway, Johnny Depp is famous for a lot more things other than 21 Jump Street. Especially nowadays. And, like, you can't say that anyone cares about a show because a famous actor came out of it. Like, no one gives a shit about fucking Doogie Howser. Am I just supposed to unload on this thing? I'm not quite sure what it wants me to do here. Hey, Degla. Indians love Doogie Howser. I cannot dispute that, but I also wasn't necessarily talking about Indian audiences, so... Quick, Degla, what's Johnny Depp famous for?
Watch and learn!
Yeah, that's a strange pull, but... You get that sometimes, where, like, a bit of media is, like, bizarrely popular in one country. Get back here, you little fuck. I'm gonna shoot you with this sniper rifle. Your actual claim made was that people care about 21 Jump Street. Why is it on fire? I haven't even shot it. It's like catching itself on fire. This is the most confused ass level. I mean, maybe they cared in the late 80s, but nobody currently cares about 21 Jump Street, which was the point I was making. I have no idea why this helicopter is on fire. I genuinely did nothing to it. Maybe Chris really did punch it.
Come on, let's go. Our orders are
Excuse
to avoid
me.
contact with anyone.
Does he know that Wesker was my father?
I don't think so. Why?
No reason. Maybe I just rubbed him the wrong way.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you said you would work for a bioterrorist organization. That tends to rub people the wrong way. Nobody especially currently cares about 21 Jump Street, even the movies. I would not argue that. Prior to you bringing them up now, last I heard about them was someone listed them on a list of movies that aged badly. I did not claim anyone cared about the modern movies. I said nobody cared about the original 21 Jump Street enough to care that they were remaking it. Not quite how I want to phrase that. The actual claim was that no one cared significantly about the original 21 Jump Street, so it doesn't matter that they remade
kind of
it.
Helicopter they sent after us?
But I never really claimed anyone especially cared about the new movies either.
Man, terrorism is lucrative.
Maybe they have.
Although they actually sold pretty well.
You know, the country I was born in, people think Uncle Sam.
Like, they did get 2 films out of it, and they probably could have gotten a 3rd film out of it, but, the other actor who wasn't Jonah Hill, I do not remember his fucking name, didn't want to sign on for a 3rd one. I gotta look this guy's up. I think he was an Avatar, wasn't he? Oh, yeah, Channing Tatum. Was Channing Tatum an Avatar, or am I fucking crazy? He was in Magic Mike, that I know. I did not know he was in Hateful Eight. Who is the guy in Avatar, if not Channing Tatum? Sam Worthington? This man does not look anything like Channing Tatum. Huh. Goes to show you how much I cared about Avatar. That movie is fucking terrible. People cared that they were remaking it when they remade them. I remember my mom, aunt, and uncles complained about the movies when they were making them, even though when they came out. Again, that is completely anecdotal, though. I'm not saying there's not a subset, like, when I say nobody cares, I mean the vast majority of people do not give a fucking shit about 21 Jump Street. I'm not saying there's not a small subset of people that cared. I'm sure a small group of people cared, but the vast majority of general audiences did not give a shit about 21 Jump Street.
We're not the bad guy, Jake.
Then or now.
These terrorists have unleashed bioweapons on our country too.
So the whole world's going to hell.
Avatar is fucking awful. Avatar is fucking... We can agree on Avatar being fucking awful.
Oh, shit. As long as there's no pressure, right?
I think they're making, like, 2 more of them. The new one's in, like, the water for some reason. But they still have, like, the Na'vi blue alien people, which doesn't make any sense because previously they established that the world was just a tree. So unless they imported an ocean, I don't know where the fuck the ocean is coming from. Please, Sherry, you are in my gun range. It's the guy from Call of Duty Black Ops. He played, like, the main character or something? Stopped listening to most people when I was a teenager. That's when I learned the mainstream has the worst taste ever. I am gonna kind of disagree with that. If only because I would like to add a little bit of nuance to it. I don't think that it's the mainstream has the worst taste ever. I think there's a sort of like a mistake in the assumption of there necessarily being a mainstream. Like, in reality, what mainstream audiences are, or like general moviegoers, is not necessarily like a cultural monolith, so much as a sort of like so much as more of like an average, if that makes any sense. It doesn't. It doesn't. I heard myself talk and I was like, you are not getting your point across. I don't remember his character's name because I don't care about Call of Duty. I have played an hour of Call of Duty at a friend's house. That is my Call of Duty experience. But yeah, there is a mistake in thinking that of just generally large groups of people as like a single individual person, right? Not literally, but like functionally. Like the assumption that the concept of general audiences is sometimes treated as if it were basically everyone inside of general audiences are like a monolithic like hive mind, when it's a little more complicated than that. Which I'm sure most people know, but it's worth articulating, I think. Because what really it is a sort of like what mainstream audiences really are an average of a large group of people and their like spending viewing habits, which is why like mainstream reviews and mainstream reception is so all over the place and unpredictable. Because the people making up, for example, a viewing of Avatar are not necessarily the people making up a viewing of, give me a fucking movie someone cares about, or it knows about, at least. I'm trying to think of a recent artsy film that kind of came out. The only thing that came to my brain was Green Book, so I'm going to say Green Book. Whatever, you get what I'm saying. The people watching Green Book aren't the people watching Avatar. That's what I'm trying to say. But you could, like, look at, like, the sales and the reception and the critical reviews and stuff like that, and, like, lump those all together as, like, general audiences, but in reality, it's two completely different sets of audiences. Like, marketing and, like, public consensus is a much more confusing topic than people generally acknowledge. Yeah, you're a fucking hipster. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've known that the whole time. Hopefully you realized this a long time ago.
Jerry, it's over.
V waited. You realized this a couple weeks ago? Oh. I mean, what? You, a hipster? Oh, man. I never thought of you like that. I love how they, like, emerged from their, like, chrysalises as I opened a door. Like, they waited for me. Look, here's what I'll say. There's nothing wrong with being a hipster, right? You like what you like. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Roger.
Hipsters get a bad rap. Excuse me.
Smells like death. Just like Adonia.
Why am I am like, okay, let me explain. I am swallowing a comical amount of air tonight, and it is, like, really uncomfortable. That has nothing to do with me shooting zombies or anything. I'm sharing, like, how persistent this issue is becoming. I think a part of it is I'm talking, and I'm drinking water at the same time, and I think that's causing me to, like, intake, like, way too much water, but... I don't dress like Google stock image of a hipster I think coffee tastes like ass, so I drink tea. And I think records are terrible medium, so I get the CDs. So, you're not 100%... Like, you're not all the way there, then, is what I'm saying. Like, you're not, like, a full-on stereotype. It's a scale, really. Like, I would say that, like, when people talk about, like, culture and, like, counterculture and, I am so corrupted by the consumption of media that I do not know how to address groups of people. I will say archetypes. Because there's a word for it, I'm sure. Yeah. Cliques. They're called cliques. I know English. I spoke English before. But yeah, there's a sort of, like, spectrum for, like, general cliques and, like, belongingness and... I don't know, like, sociological group behavior and shit like that. Like, I do not think it is possible. Well, no, it is possible, but you'd be a fucking caricature. If someone was, like, 100%, like, stereotypically, like, behaving as if they are part of a specific, like, subset of people or culture. That is also a way you could look at it if you want. You do you, girl. I don't think tea is unpopular in the hipster crowd, though. I know coffee is popular, but I don't know that tea isn't. I wonder if there's a... I just got a shotty. Did I get a shotty with a scope? Oh, okay. It's like a reflex sight. I was like, what the fuck? Who puts a scope on a shotgun is where my brain went. Oh, what do we got here? Can I play this? Oh, I should mute the audio. Is there a, like, what, like, social group are you test? Okay, I can play this audio. It's from GTA 5. It's fine.
No, I've been thinking about you, Trevor. Your lifestyle. Oh, have you? Really? Yes, I have. People always try to label you. You know? Maniac, psycho, friend, industry leader. In some ways you defy categorization. But then, what? Think about it. Where you live. Sandy Shores, you precious ass. Sorry there ain't a place nearby you can get your colonics. Right, but why are you out here? It's off the grid. We're away from it all. It's somewhere real and authentic. This is America! And real people ain't been priced out yet. Yeah, but what if it gets gentrified? Then I'll fucking move. Okay. What about the way you dress? What about it? I don't give a shit what I wear. No. If you don't give a shit, you wear clean clothes that fit. So yours are all a little out there, a little whack. Whatever's in the shop is what I get. Jesus, what is this? It's not an absence of taste, T. It's the opposite of taste. You should be a stylist. And then there's the tattoos, the hair, the weird music, the funny toys, the niche drugs, the everything. What the fuck are we talking about? You are a hipster. What? You're a hipster. I hate hipsters. Classic hipster tonight. I abhor hipsters. I eat them for fun. Hipsters love saying they hate hipsters. What I really fucking do. Self-hatred. Common hipster affliction. Well, it'll be because I'm living out here away from the bean machines and the bankers. You're gentrifying. Soon, the skinny jeans will show up, then the skinny lattes, and then the bankers. And you'll be somewhere else, starting the cycle all over again. Maybe you're not a classic garden variety hipster. But you're what the hipsters aspire to be. You, Trevor, are the proto-hipster. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't agree with what you're saying. You're talking bullshit. You're trying to wind me up. I'm very, very angry, and I want this conversation to stop right away. Hipster. Fuck you, Michael! Say it again. I've made my point. I'm not a sadist.
Delightful. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with being hipsters. No hate on hipsters. They're called that because they're so hip. Which is weird, actually. Because it's all about being not hip.
I've taken bigger spills. Of course, I don't have that healing factor of yours.
Too bad the fall didn't
God, I hate the fucking term healing factor. Have I ever gone on? Oh, I hate that. Oh, it's so fucking nonsense. It's just some Marvel bullshit. The fucking factor of what? Everyone fucking heals. Oh, I hate it. I got an achievement called Habo Genocide, and, like, I don't feel like I earned anything. I guess it's because I killed so many enemies, but, like... Yay, I guess? Boom! Remember, always, launch yourself directly into machine gun fire with no plan on how to get out. Kind of like how people think exploitation films are called that because they're exploitative. No, it's because they exploited trends in the 70s. I did not know that, but I'm not an expert on exploitation films. Ow, my god. I do not believe I have watched an exploitation film. Well, okay. No, technically I did watch the Shaft remake, but I don't... Or I should say the Shaft reboot, but I don't know if that counts. Because it's kind of like a... Kind of like a throwback. Like a sort of like neo-exploitation film. So I don't know if that counts. Other than that, I don't think I've... Well, I also don't watch movies very often. Oh, speaking of movies, though, that I don't watch very often, I watched a foreign film recently. It's a Tollywood film called RRR. I cannot recommend it enough. It is probably the best action movie I've ever seen in my life. '70s people were more open to taboos being broken, so people were more open to movies about rape, excessive violence, incest, sex in general, movies that starred black people. Yep, '70s. Exploitation films jumped on it. Oh. That would make sense, yeah. '70s coming off the '60s. I saw, I've seen a theory that, like, censorship and, I should say, I'm trying to think of a better word for it, but like society tends to take harder stances on like conservative values and censorship and cycles, is what the theory posits. I'm not saying that this is true, but it analyzed trends over like the course of the 1900s, specific, not the 19. No, yeah, the 1900s. I got that mixed up with the 19th century. Anyway, yeah, over the course of the 1900s, and it shows that, like, there's, like, trends of, like, heavy push into conservative values, and then generational change happens, and then it dips down into, like, an opposition to that, and then it dips up, and then dips down, and then dips up. So as things become, like...
Don't get too close! You'll be ripped to shreds!
Then fucking move.
I know what a chainsaw can do!
I'm gonna put it out here. Flesh chainsaw is kind of stupid. Anyway, to complete the thought, basically, like...
It's all yours.
Prudishness, I should say, like, works in cycles.
Did that do it?
Usually based on, like, generational gaps. Sounds about right. If Black Dracula came out today, some asshole somewhere online would be having a shit fit about it. The like, hypothesis on why this occurs is basically that, like, the children who grow up in the environment with, like, highly conservative values that are, like, more prudish, such as, like, the 50s, like, people, like boomer generation, basically. I don't necessarily mean boomer generation, but anyway, you get the idea. Like, with like, higher conservative values, higher prudishness, more inclined to censorship. They restrict their children more when growing up, so the children rebel and get wild and crazy, and then you get into your 60s and your 70s, and then they go too fucking wild, and then their kids show up, and they're like, wow, our parents were, like, fucked up. We gotta clap down on them shit, basically. And then they clap down on that shit, and then their kids grow up and are like, yeah, our parents are fucking dickheads, let's go crazy. Is the idea behind it. Again, it was like a study that showed it, and it was like a hypothesis, but it's hard to prove these kinds of things. It's more of an observation of cycles that have already happened.
Sherry?
And less of like a confirmation,
I'm on
but
protective detail.
the basic idea is that it does predict that there will be a incoming downswing
Tracking the
in
man behind all this.
more conservative, like, prudish values in the
There must be
near
some sort of
future.
mistake. I report to Simmons.
He's your supervisor?
We're on our way to meet with him right now.
Where is he? I need to know.
Jake, my boy, you are not gonna win this fight.
Let me handle this.
Your orders were to avoid contact with anyone.
Leon's not just anyone. He saved my life back in Raccoon City.
Fair enough.
Jake.
Look out!
Jake, you're the new kid on the block. Leon will eat you for fucking breakfast if this goes into a fight.
Leon, the plane!
Oh god, it's the Unistalk.
Again? Friend of yours? Or like an ex-girlfriend? Guy doesn't know when to quit. Welcome to the club. You get used to it.
Watch out for his arm!
That was a complete and utter waste of my ammunition. We gotta pull out the Magnum! Yeah! Oh, I'm gonna die. Where you going, fucker? I just got the Magnum.
Now's our chance. Let's go.
Read a quote from an 18-year-old Miss America winner, 1920s. Her win was apparently controversial reason. She said the only people upset about Miss American pageants are out-of-touch old-timers who do nothing but sip coffee and tea while complaining about how the new generation runs everything. She's fucking delightful. It would make sense that that would be in the 20s, though, because the 20s were fucking crazy.
Roger.
Wait, did Helena launch Leon to the wall? Okay.
You fought this thing before and you're still breathing? I'm impressed.
Are you kidding? I get a kick out of this.
I would not admit that.
You're not entirely sane.
Fuck you, Mom. I'm gonna go watch the latest Chaplin picture and do the Charleston. There better be more ammo.
How is he still standing?
Don't get me started. Maybe the four of us can stop him once and for all.
I genuinely do not feel like my bullets are doing anything. He can disconnect his crab claw? He changed it up for a different claw?
Around a spare?
Give him credit. At least he came prepared.
That's so stupid. This is the greatest Resident Evil.
Like I said, indestructible. I was hoping you were exaggerating. Afraid not. Doesn't mean we gotta make things easy for him.
I'm out of magnums. Was your foreign movie also the greatest action movie you've ever seen?
Leon! We're gonna head to the Wu Lung building over in Kuchang. That's where I'm meeting with Simmons.
Sherry, listen! Until we get there,
Horror movie called Dark Water. I know that. I know that. Is that a wait, is it a Japanese movie?
Say he is, he'll be fine. Okay?
You're right. We should hurry.
It is Japanese. Yeah! Hell yeah! I know things sometimes about films. Go ahead, ask me anything about a film. I'll know it. I've seen every... I wasn't even able to get through that! Usually I can get through that! Woo! Known as Hono Gurai Mizu no Soko Kara. Oh. Oh shit. Here. Get rid of the grenades. I don't even have anything that can fire grenades. I have a lot of rifle ammo. Like, a lot of it. Excuse me.
Kuchang is up ahead, at the mouth of the river.
All right, come on.
Are we still in China? Is this entire game in China?
You worry about Simmons, right? You're gonna be fine. Okay?
Oh no, it's Chainsaw Man! Airing tomorrow. Look forward to it. Animated by Studio Mappa. Thanks, I assume Ada.
Jesus Christ!
Watch out!
It's weird that they have me doing this instead of piloting the boat. Like, it's weird this is a QuickTime event at all. And not just like, here, you control the boat now. What was the famous French LGBT romance film adapted from a comic of the same name, and why was it given an NC-17 rating? There was only one of them, huh? Alright, I'm going to take a random stab, because I've seen all films, so I know the answer, and say...
He's back. This prick won't give up.
Blue is the warmest color, and it was an explicit lesbian sex scene. I feel like something I said was tangentially true to something else that was being asked. Yeah.
Let's hope it's
I'm gonna get rid of these sniper bullets. Because when the hell do I ever use a sniper rifle unless I'm completely out of ammo? Never. Which is actually funny, because the sniper rifle used to be like my favorite weapon in video games, and then it stopped being that. And I switched over to pistols for a long time, and now I'm all about those assault rifles.
Just saw some sort of light or something in the water.
I thought I turned on don't make me have to react properly to things.
Jesus Christ!
Whoops. What were the inspirations for the 1974 horror film Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Oh. Fuck, I don't know. I do not know. That like borders on like a true crime fact, doesn't it? Wasn't it based on some like cannibal thing? I might be wrong about that. I'm just gonna say, my brain, gut reaction, was it Dahmer? Dahmer was a cannibal, right? I need to make sure not to get hit by a fucking thing. I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure that's a wrong answer. What's weird is I believe the information... I think the information is somewhere in my brain, I just cannot recall it offhandedly. Because you have mentioned this answer. Dahmer was in the 90s. Ah, that would be the wrong era, wouldn't it? The only other, like, cannibal I know of is, was Gacy, though.
What the hell was that?
I don't know, but whoever.
Like, I don't think I could name another... I don't think I could name another cannibal serial killer,
Over
honestly.
there. That's the rendezvous point.
Worst boat ride since the Titanic.
Although I do know that you have mentioned the answer before.
Jake!
Which is why I know somewhere in my brain the answer is in there. So I can't tell if this is a kidnapping or a rescue at this point. Ada is so weird. It was a rescue. Okay, there are two Adas. Because that was the Ada that helped Leon out. But the Ada that we fought earlier was in the plunging neckline outfit, right? So that's like traditional action Ava. And the other one was like dress Ada. There are two Adas. There are clones in this. I'm saying it. There are clones.
For now.
Ed Gain. Oh, there we go. I knew once you'd say it, I'd remember. Furniture out of bones and skin, but also director Tobe Hooper was stuck in a small crowded mall holiday season shopping while panicking. Thought it great if he could see a chainsaw out of his way, and lastly, Hooper became a vegetarian and wanted to use cannibals as criticism for inhuman treatment of cows in the beef industry. Yeah, that was somewhere rattling around in the old noggin. I'll tell you that much.
If Leon was right about Simmons, I want you to run. No matter what happens. Promise me.
You know, the funniest part about that is that one of those movies I have seen. What is the first movie to be shot in color?
No, wait!
Ah, Agent Birkin, impeccable timing. Kindly take these two into custody, won't you?
Do you mean entirely in color?
Is it true?
Because my brain goes to Wizard of Oz, but Wizard of Oz isn't entirely 100% in color.
It's for the benefit of the United States and global security.
Can't see how killing the president is good for the country.
I imagine the answer you're looking for is probably Wizard of Oz,
God damn you, Simmons!
but that could very easily be like a trick question to an answer that I actually do not know the answer to. Like, I don't know what the first movie to be 100% in color is.
Hold your fire. Those two are still of use to us.
You need to be more careful. All right. So what's the plan, hero? You think you can make it to that door?
There also might be an obscure film before Wizard of Oz, but...
Can we wrap this up? I do have better things to do.
What are you two gonna do?
Finish Simmons.
Visit to the Seaside,
There's information
1908.
on here that could stop the sea virus.
Interesting.
Simmons wants it.
Thanks. I'll put a call into FOS, get you some protection. Now move!
That actually raises more questions than it answers.
Go! Run!
Not a chance.
You promised.
I lied. Sherry!
Yeah, movies were not good back then. Mostly because they just figured out the concept of a movie. Alright, we got accuracy A, deaths A. Did I S rank this bitch? Clear time A, enemies ratted A. I died 4 times. Beat the chapter without entering the dying cycle. Executed 10 headshots. Executed 5 consecutive headshots. Killed an enemy using environment. How did I get an S rank but died 4 times? I crashed into a fucking car, like, 4 times, apparently. I was gonna say 800 times, but the answer is visibly on the screen. Used an enemy to kill another enemy. Beat the chapter without use of grenades. Killed an enemy with physical attack. Executed a headshot. Trapped a running enemy. Avoided the helicopter's attacks. Lit the approaching BOW on fire. Defeated Ustanak with Leon and Helena. There's also a movie, which is just like, what is it, like 24 hours of, like, the Empire State Building? Which is apparently very historically significant, but also super fucking boring. No, I want to look up this movie, though, because this actually brings up a question of why more films were not in color. First successful motion picture filmed in cinema color. It ran an 8 million short film directed by Albert Smith of Brighton, showing people blah, 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 blah. What the fuck is kinema? It would be kinema color. Color motion process used 1908 to 1914. Interesting. Developed by Albert Smith. Oh, so, well, yeah, it would be the guy who invented it, right? Influenced William, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about what... I want to know why it wasn't popular. Because they didn't use it for movies. How to make and operate moving pictures. Many attempts to produce cinematographic. The greatest amount of attention so far has attracted system invented by blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Only 2 color filters are used in taking negatives, and only in projecting positives. The camera resembles the ordinary cinematograph camera, except that it runs at twice the speed. Oh, that probably majorly contributed to it. Taking 32 images per second instead of 16, and is fitted with a rotating color filter, in addition to ordinary shutter. This filter is an aluminum skeleton wheel. Having 4 segments, 2 open ones, G and H, one filled with red dyed gelatin, EF, and the 4th containing green dyed gelatin, AB. The camera is geared so the exposures are alternately through the red and green gelatin. Panchromatic film is used, and the negative is printed from the ordinary way. It will be understood that there is no. It will be understood that there is no color in the film itself. Okay. So the film isn't actually colored. Yeah, panchromatic is black and white emulsion that's sensitive to waves. So yeah, okay, fair. Here we go. Success and decline. This is what I'm more interested in. I want to know why it wasn't used. Kinemacolor enjoyed the most commercial success in UK between 1909 and 1918. It was shown at more than 250 entertainment values. The system was made available to exhibitors either by license or from 1913 through a series of touring companies. Although in most cases the system stayed licensed venues for only a few months, there were instances where it remained at a hall for up to 2 years. 54 dramatic films were produced, 4 dramatic short films. This is a lot more than I would have expected, actually. Were produced in the United States 1912, 1913, and 1 in Japan, Yoshitsune Senbon Zakura, 1914. However, the company was never a success, partly due to the expense of installing the special Kinemacolor projectors in cinemas. It was too expensive. Also, the process suffered from fringing and haloing of the images, and it looked like shit. Okay. An unsolved problem as long as Kinemacolor remained a successive frame process. Kinemacolor in U.S. became most notable for its Hollywood films being taken over by W.D. Griffith, who also took over Kinemacolor's uncompleted project to film Thomas Dixon's The Klansman, which eventually became The Birth of a Nation, 1915. 1.5 reels shot in Kinemacolor are lost, and finished film is entirely in black and white. The first additive version of Prismacolor, developed by William Van Doren Kelly in the U.S. from 1913-1917, used the same principles as Kinemacolor in the... Oh, so it's the same thing. Okay. Developed another additive color system for the film called Biocolor. However, 1914, George Albert Smith sued Frieze Green for infringing Kinemacolor's patents, slowing the development of Bicolor by Frieze Green and his son Claude in the 1920s. So, okay, so it was a combination of things. It had trouble catching on because it caused the images to look like shit and it was too expensive to make. And then when a similar process was created, they got fucking sued over it. And so it wasn't able to propagate as quickly. Interesting. Okay, well, that is an interesting history about the history of colored films. The Wizard of Oz is also famous for the color swap, though. So I want to know... No, not... 39 film? Well, oh, was it the first broadcast television, maybe? It is apparently the most seen film in movie history, according to the U.S. Library of Congress. Interesting. Wow, they really almost fucked this movie up. Wizard of Oz, the book was banned because Dorothy was a certain... That is a fact for sure. In the book, the slippers were silver. And then she lost them. Oh, Dorothy. What a delight. Is this the wrong Wizard of Oz? Oh, it was the first one in Technicolor, wasn't it? Or at least the first one anyone cares about. I bet that's it. Technicolor used 3 black and white frames running through a special camera, 3 Technicolor strips, early 1930s, continued through the mid-1950s. No, okay, interesting. Process 4 was the second major color process after Britain's Kinemacolor, 1908, was widely used color process in Hollywood during the golden age of Hollywood. Technicolor's 3-color process became known and celebrated for its highly saturated color. It was most commonly used for filming musicals such as Wizard of Oz, Downtown Argentine Way, blah, 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 a bunch of other bullshit. Interesting. Okay, so it was a process 4 Technicolor film. Well, that was an interesting little history, and the history of whatever the fuck we were talking about. Cinema, right. Yeah, I went way off on a tangent learning about color. It didn't exist before 1908, fun fact. Dorothy threatens a man with a lion in the book. Have I ever seen Children of the Corn 2? I have seen every movie. No, I have not. I haven't seen Children of the Corn 1, I don't think. Oh yeah. What was that? That was Jake 3, wasn't it? No, that was Jake 4. Yeah, it was Jake 4. So, I guess we're on to Chris Chapter 4. Excuse me. Yeah, I got time. If I don't do it, we'll never get through it, is the problem. You know what I'm saying? We'll be here forever. This game is, like, super long. I will say I have been streaming more this month than all of the other months, but even that, still, we are not denting this behemoth.
Piers!
I'm good, Captain.
So, is that a man in a fly suit, or is that a fly man?
Your head down, they got their sights locked on us.
I have read the first 5 Wizard of Oz novels. Fun fact. Dorothy once threatens to teleport a cat into a volcano. Dorothy will straight up fucking kill you. That's, you know what isn't portrayed in the, like, Wizard of Oz films? Dorothy will straight murder your ass, okay? She threatened a man with a lion once. Dorothy is stone cold, alright? She outright, in the book novel, she straight up murders the Wicked Witch. Like, straight heartless ass murders her. She got, like, ice water in her veins, alright?
Careful.
These enemies are different.
In the novel, what happens is Dorothy is enslaved by the Wicked Witch, right? And she gets really pissed off at her, so she fucking chucks water in her face, and it starts melting her. You know the deal, right? And then Dorothy's like, "What? Why are you screaming?" And the Wicked Witch is like, "Oh, water! It's my weakness. I'm melting." I don't think she says I'm melting, but you get the point. And Dorothy's like, "Really? Interesting." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm dying. You're killing me." And Dorothy's like, "Huh." So Dorothy grabs her bucket and she fills it up with more water, and she comes back and she just dumps more water on the witch. And this is the fucking coldest shit ever. After she dumps more water on the witch and the witch melts into a puddle, what does Dorothy do? She grabs a broom and she fucking sweeps the witch's puddle out of the door. She just, like, fucking sweeps her out like trash. Dorothy will fucking murder you. Alright? Dorothy is stone cold. By the way, the book's better than the movie. But Dorothy is, like, the best character. She's also way younger. Oh yeah, my favorite part of the movie is when the main guy asks Frank what happened in the first movie. Frank Redbear says, "Life without balance. My ancestors would tell you give back what you take, but the white man never understood this. He just takes and takes, and soon there's nothing left." And the guy says, so what happened in Gatlin? And I fucking love Frank's response, "Well, no, what happened in Gatlin was those kids went apeshit and killed everyone." I do know that line, yes. I think I know that line. I feel like I have watched a review of Children of the Corn too. I've also watched a review of Children of the Corn, for the record. But I have not watched the movies, and I do not count watching reviews as actually watching the movies. It's a bit of a different experience, so.
Alpha to HQ. We're closing in on Ada Wong.
See, that's evil Ada. That's clone Ada. Ugh.
We need to get up those stairs. Hurry, we can't let her get away.
You know, talking about Wizard of Oz has reminded me of another great part in one of the Wizard of Oz books. Do not ask me which one, but I think it's the fourth one. There's a great scene where they're under the they're underground. They're in like the center of the earth, right? And they find a underground city ruled by vegetable people. With 4 sons, I believe. I believe it has 4 sons. Anyway, yeah, they're in an underground area with 4 sons, right? And they encounter the sorcerer of the vegetable people. And the Wizard of Oz is there. And the wizard of Oz is talking to the sorcerer, and he's like, I'm the sorcerer of the vegetable people. I couldn't tell you what they're called offhandedly, right? And the Wizard of Oz is like, well, I'm the Wizard of Oz, and a wizard is worth 2 sorcerers. And the sorcerer's like, bullshit, man. So they get into a magic contest, and the Wizard of Oz pulls like 5 rabbits out of his hat or some shit like that, I think was his trick. And the sorcerer's like, alright, that's pretty cool. You can clone rabbits. But can you do this? And the wizard like the sorcerer holds out his hand, and it like bursts into fire. And he like creates a fireball. And the Wizard of Oz is like, no, I can't do that, but I can do this. And he like claps his hand together and pulls a fucking sword out, and then he rushes forward and he slices the sorcerer in fucking half and kills him. I take it back. I claim that Dorothy was my favorite Wizard of Oz character. My favorite Wizard of Oz character is General Ginger.
Hey, Piers, I found something to take care of that bulkhead. I'm on Piers, you okay? Yeah, fine. Just keep going. We'll meet up eventually.
General Ginger conquered Oz, the city. Conquered the Emerald City, I should say, from the Scarecrow. By uniting the women of Oz, like, across all of Oz. Except for the South, I think. Glinda's got her shit on lock. Yeah, because Ginger wasn't. Yeah, because Ginger wasn't able to take over. Wasn't it? I think it's the South. That's where I'm getting confused. I believe Glinda's the Witch of the South. But yeah, Ginger wasn't able to take Glinda's territory because Glinda had the only standing army in all of Oz. And a bunch of untrained women were not able to take out Glinda's full-on fucking army. Anyway, the Oz books are actually pretty good. All I know about the books is her boy who's actually a princess. When he wants to go back to being a farm boy, they're like, "No, sorry, you can't do that. That's a one-way thing."
HQ, come in.
I was actually gonna bring that up.
Now let's get those stairs back down.
That's not fully the situation, but it's kind of close. I'm being shot at from somewhere. So yeah, basically, the idea is that he recently found out that when he was a child, was transformed. Well, you know what? For convenience sake, I'm going to say the boy, and then we will change over to Ozma post transition. But was changed into a boy. Like, Princess Ozma was changed into a boy when they were really young because they got stolen away by a... Not really a witch, like a baby witch, apprentice witch. And what happened was that this comes out that, like, I want to say... God, what the fuck was his name? It was like Pip or Trip or something. But anyway... it turns out was actually Princess Ozma the whole time. And Glinda's like, alright, I'm gonna turn you back into being a girl now. And beforehand, he asks, but what if I don't want to be, like, what if I, like, this is before the transformation, it's like, what if I want to go back to being a boy afterward? And Glinda's like, nah, I can't do that. Fuck you. It was actually, the exact wording was like something like, it's not good to lie, and I don't have power over lies in the first place. So, like, Glinda implies that she is incapable of turning, like, she's incapable of, like, gender swapping you to, I suppose I would say the wrong gender in this case. And so they transform the boy into Ozma, and it works out great for, like, the next, like, 6 books. Like, Ozma's like, oh, yep, okay, this feels great. This is fine. Alright. Changes fucking personalities afterward, but everyone changes personalities after every Wizard of Oz book, so what are you gonna do? You know what book also more wild than the movie? Alice in Wonderland. I have not read it. That is the book, I believe, with General Ginger, though. Who is my all-time favorite Oz character. There is a scene in that book that is so goddamn badass, right? Because they take over... What happens is, like, Ginger takes over the Emerald City, right? And they end up having to leave. Like, she conquers the Emerald City. They end up having to leave, and they go get the woodsman, right? The Tin Woodsman. And what happens is... What the fuck does the game want from me? They come back, and they're expecting to have to, like, fight their way into the castle, and it is just, like... open. All doors, like, no defenses, just straight up, straight walk. And when they get there, they find Ginger on the throne, just eating a box of chocolates, just slowly. And the Scarecrow, like, tells her, and I'm paraphrasing a little bit, the Scarecrow tells her, it's like, you've stolen the throne from me, but I'll have it back. And then I remember this line because it's so fucking badass. She says, the throne belongs to whoever is strong and the throne belongs to whoever is able to take it, and I have. And then she eats a fucking another piece of chocolate, and then all of a sudden the entire group is just surrounded by her fucking soldiers. It's fucking, oh, I love Ginger. Oh, Ginger's the best. Ginger's the fucking best character in The Wizard of Oz. Oh my god, I love Ginger. And then she gets married and beats her husband. Let's see. Literally all I know about Ozma. Yep, no, that's Ozma. It's also the name of Final Fantasy IX boss. There's a part in the book where Alice walks into a house where a fat lady is breastfeeding a baby, and every time the baby cries, the cook bashes it in the head with a pan, and like they sing a song or some shit, and in the song the baby becomes a pig, and Alice steals it away and runs off while they cook.
I'm going for it. Roger that.
Anyway, if I want to stress anything about the Wizard of Oz books, it's don't fuck with Dorothy, and Ginger is the best. Unfortunately, Disney's copyright on that Wizard of Oz film. Oh, yeah. Charles Dodgson, what a fucking weirdo. But Disney's copyright on that Wizard of Oz film is so... Warner Brothers, right, sorry, thank you. So fucking heavy. Like, just so in there that no one can make Wizard of Oz films because they own basically everything related to the Wizard of Oz. Like, they had to, like, fuck with the Emerald City in one adaptation because the color of green they used was too close to the original film. Warner Brothers is, like, weirdly protective of Wizard of Oz.
Alpha, fighting in the city is spread. You need to apprehend 801 now.
Disney wishes they owed Oz. Disney
Tell
wants
our boys
Wizard of
to
Oz
hang
so
in there.
badly. They want it so very badly. But here's the thing. You know what? I'd be down for Wizard of... On it? Okay, actually, I was going to say, I feel like Disney could actually probably do a decent adaptation of Wizard of Oz. But do I trust Disney to make an adaptation? No. No, it's still Disney. At the end of the day, it's Disney.
Are you kidding me?
I
We've overstayed our welcome.
forgot I was playing a game. I am on autopilot so significantly that I forgot I was even playing something right now. I literally... I, like, blinked when that, like, plane came up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm playing Resident Evil 6 right now. God damn. Fucking... Oh, boy. Chris's sections suck. Like, Jake's sections are fine, really. I mean, like, the first two are... The last one was okay, but... Chris's sections are really fucking boring. It's just like, behold... Shootout with an endless stream of enemies. Like, who the fuck even... What is even happening? If Disney made Wizard of Oz, it would not be the beloved movie that they show small tribes, hey, this is what a movie is. I would be interested in a more faithful adaptation, but I don't think you could trust Disney to do that. Disney never makes faithful adaptations. Exactly. Am I fighting bug people or people in suits? Still waiting for my Pinocchio remake where he murders Jiminy Cricket 10 seconds after meeting him and then ends with him hanging himself. They did actually do a Pinocchio remake recently. I hear it's terrible. They make him like an infallible angel. Yeah, I hear it's not very good. Disney's also not doing very great financially. Like, they dipped below $100 on their stocks. Which I think should go to show that if you're not going to make a fucking quality product, you can't just keep banking off of people's nostalgia boners. I'm not sure if... Has Disney made anything recently? Like specifically Disney that isn't a franchise or a property that they purchased. Like, I know they've made like some Star Wars shit and like Marvel stuff, obviously, but like, have they made like a Disney that and I should also like made a new thing is what I'm saying, because I know they've like shit out like a bunch of reboots or like remakes and stuff like that. Like I just mentioned the Pinocchio movie, but like I'm talking about like a new thing basically. Have they come out with anything new that they didn't buy? Like a Disney original. Do you see another 1970s death of the studio system? I'm gonna peel the veil back. I'm not an expert on movie history. But what I will say is, like, we are approaching a Disney film monopoly, right? There's only like a handful of major studios left. Film production has gotten too expensive. Well, Okay, that's not true. But let's be honest, most people, by and large, do not care about indie films, right? If anything, film production's actually gotten cheaper. But yeah, most like major studios are condensed down into only like a handful at this point, right? And what's more is that large budget films are kind of too big to fail at this point, right? They're heavily based off of like foreign markets, specifically China. China's big money, right? But if China gets pissed off at you and you get banned in the country for any arbitrary China-based reason...
But don't worry. You're just becoming the monster you always were. You and everyone else on the planet.
The game has to know I don't genuinely think Ada is the main villain.
Today, but starting tomorrow, it's all going to change.
I literally do not buy Ada as the main villain. I don't. I will be fucking shocked if that's the... Honestly, if that's the direction this game goes, that, like, Ada is the main villain, that's kind of stupid. Because I know Ada's been playing, like, double agent the whole time, but I do not... It doesn't feel earned, like Ada suddenly being like, I was the bad guy the whole time. Like, that just feels like they'd be pulling it out of their ass. Anyway, yeah, like I was saying, basically all major studios are being condensed down into, like, certain, like, into, like, a handful of studios. Eventually, they'll probably... See, she's wearing different clothes. There is a clone Ada. I know it. I know there's a clone Ada. And films are becoming too big to fail. They're very heavily based on foreign markets that, if anything, are probably more incentivized to cause the failure of Hollywood films. This is why you don't bank on China, by the way. But, and like, the sheer, like, if you have to eat the cost of a film that doesn't make its budget, that can be kind of devastating. Now, they have money for days, but, like, it's not as bad as, like, a video game that doesn't make budget, but it is a fucking blow. And it has caused the reinforcement of very uninnovative, like, film production, basically. And audiences are wising up to it. Is the thing, and if there isn't a shift, then yeah, we could very well see the collapse of, like, large-scale studios, but large-scale studios containing hundreds of, like, smaller studios, all with incredibly valuable IPs just folding under their own weight. From the ashes, let's see, 1960s, old Hollywood studios were dying. From the ashes, new studios came 20th century studios. They weren't afraid to show stuff you couldn't show before on TV. And these studios looked to art schools and young film students like George Lucas, Francis Ford Coppola, Brian De Palma. This is why we get really ugly green screen Marvel movies every year. Yes, exactly. I will say that I think the problem with the Marvel films, I will say this, is it outlived its concept. Concept is the wrong word, but, like, because I recently rewatched all the Marvel films. I reviewed them on the podcast, right? The podcast that needs to fucking die. But, like, they end great. Endgame is a great thing. There is, and I will hold to this, no justification to go a single movie past Endgame. Like, narratively, their characters didn't have anywhere to go from there. There was no reason to keep going. And the Marvel formula has been distilled into, like, such a formula that, like, the movies are starting to, like, I don't think any of them have failed, but they're starting to approach critical mass at this point. Like, theater going is falling for these. And they're Disney Plus shows, which are terrible. I haven't seen them. I'm not calling them terrible. I'm calling them a terrible idea. Because, like, as described by, I think it was like KSI described it, it's like homework. No one wants to do fucking movie homework, right? They're failing. Nobody's fucking watching these Marvel shows, even on Disney Plus. Even though Disney Plus is a pretty decent, like, large streaming service. So yeah, no, you might be onto something. We could be seeing another studio collapse for sure. We actually are seeing an uptick in low-budget films, though. That isn't actually inaccurate. The only, the only movie that, like, people really talked about recently, that kind of, like, bucks the trend of, like, large studios in decline is, Top Gun Maverick. Which, you know, had real stunts in it. And it's also sort of like a pivot between, like, studio audiences and, like, the razzle-dazzle of, like, CG. Which is honestly why I'm skeptical about how well the Avatar sequels will do. Like, I highly doubt that CG has escalated to a point where it can pull in the kind of audience that the original Avatar did. And more to the point, I don't think that the audience cares about pretty CG in, like, 2023 like they did back when Avatar first came out in, what was it, 2009? Like, I genuinely do not think, like, people will watch the second one because it's Avatar. Everyone saw Avatar. It was, like, the top grossing movie of all time. It might still be, it might have been past, I'm not sure, but I think it'll first off, I think it'll have lower sales numbers than the first one. I highly doubt it'll manage to hit those same numbers. And I think the third one will probably, if it ever comes out, have even lower sales numbers. I think it's going to be like a decline, and I think we're going to start seeing the death of, like, heavy CGI movies also as we, like, go on. Especially because society is also becoming more conscious of, like, overworking animators. Even in, like, as far as the movie industry, like, obviously it's been, like, a complaint people have had for the video game industry and, like, the animation industry for a while, but it's starting to, like, even bleed into, like, complaints about, like, Hollywood productions and, like, animation sweatshops and stuff like that.
Upstairs.
And we're starting to, as society becomes more conscious about that and more conscious about workers' rights, I wouldn't be surprised to see as, like, people start heading into, like, boycotting, like, heavy animation productions and stuff like that. So we could very well start seeing, like, everything that, like, Hollywood movies are now, we could very well see start going in decline. And we're seeing hints of it, but, like, not enough to, like, fully declare it. But yeah, it's definitely something to watch out for. What I am saying is, keep your eyes out and get ready to sell your movie stock. Because the problem's going to get worse before it gets better. Grindhouse-style cinema making a return would be awesome. Should probably explain what Grindhouse is. I know the term, but not the meaning. Because I don't watch movies. I'm, like, out of all bullets. Like, I have killed so many fucking enemies that I am out of all bullets. Also, I'm bored. Anyway, start moving your money out of Hollywood. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm saying right now. Hollywood is in the past. I highly recommend alternative energy, however. Start investing in all. If you don't already have your money in alternative energy, it's probably a good place to start looking into. It's the wave of the future. The kids love that shit. Stay out of crypto. Too volatile. Too volatile to be in crypto. Cheaply set up movie theaters that would show low-budget independent films in Hollywood, but that wasn't what they were known for, because they were cheap. I will say that as far as, like, Disney's plunging stock prices, though, I don't necessarily know if it would be a terrible idea to invest in Disney if you're looking for, like, long-term games. Because Disney's gonna have, like, Disney has those IPs, and it has, like, the financials, like, it has, like, the financial security, and it's got its, like, it's got that Disney vault, you know what I'm saying? So, like, Disney's probably gonna go way down in price for a while, but I wouldn't be shocked if, like, Disney makes a recovery, just, like, based on the amount that Disney owns. But you'd be banking, like, 10, 20, 30 years down the line, which isn't normally what you would want to do with, like, stock.
Move it! No way, not now! I'm on it!
Very violent, gory horror or action films. The theater ones, we get plenty of violent, horror, gore movies. I still have to fight a helicopter, don't I? Is she toying with us, or is she lost? I think she's just lost. I think we're all just lost. Grindhouse for violent, gory action movies got the term because they're usually shown at Grindhouse theaters. Oh, and Grindhouse theaters also played a ton of movies constantly, one after another, like all day.
Roger.
So they were like grinding the film, basically. Or I should say the film reels. What is in my inventory that will not let me pick up shotgun shells? Oh. Chris's sections are really bad. Like, Jake's sections aren't... How do I describe this? Jake's sections have their problems, but Jesus Christ, these Chris sections are just unending. It's just like 3 hours of nothing fucking happening. I'm gonna say that from a certain perspective, Netflix originals do not lack in the creativity department. I think it takes an incredible amount of creativity to create a movie called Tall Girl. And a sequel called Tall Girl 2. So, chew on that bit of information. I once went to my friend's house and we watched some of those god-awful movies I've ever seen. All of them were Netflix originals. Netflix has some things worth watching, but they're probably definitely in the minority. Netflix originals are basically the equivalent of shotgunning content, where they just, like, shoot all over the place and see what sticks. I have not seen Kissing Booth. I have seen reviews of all of the Kissing Booth movies, however. I'm getting tired. This is making me tired. Some of the shows are decent. I watched 3 of them. Each one was worth the last. I have heard that about those movies, that they get worse as they go. Are we done yet? That is a different Ada.
Still haven't had enough, huh?
That is a different fucking Ada. Alright, this confirms my clone theory.
Again.
This is the first time we've seen... unless Ada has become a quick change artist.
Don't listen to her, Captain.
But where are my manners? I mean, really, I should be thanking your men for being such good test subjects.
You could have shot her.
Ever since Adonia, all I've wanted is to see you dead. This isn't about vengeance. It's about justice. It's over, Ada.
You're right. It is. The aircraft carrier is preparing for launch.
Launch?
And the dead will flood the streets. Deja vu, boys. Raccoon revisited. But this time, it won't just be one city. It'll be the whole world. You got me. Well played. But no one can stop it now.
Damn it! What the hell just happened?
I would be more dazzled if I hadn't long since figured out the Ada clone theory. That has to be true at this point because they keep changing outfits.
Just take what's left. We'll bring it back to HQ for analysis. This is Alpha Leader. I need a report on the missing vessels ASAP.
The city has been compromised, and we've lost contact with all...
I just want to know where they're going with this.
The terrorist assault was just a diversion. The real attack will spread the virus globally. Now what? Let's check the rear hangar. There've got to be some planes back there.
Yes, sir.
Like, where... Like, I'm not, like, being like, oh my god, they killed it. Like, where the fuck are they going?
Alpha team, this is...
I am not in control of it. This is not still going.
There's a fully armed aircraft carrier in open water not far from your location. Satellite imaging indicates they're getting ready to...
Oh my god, Chris. Oh, you are becoming my least favorite Resident Evil protagonist.
Copy that, HQ.
Why does everything Chris touches turn shit? He's the worst part of this game.
Yes, sir.
He had the worst solo game.
This is making me seasick. You think this time's gonna last much longer?
I don't want to hang around.
He was the fucking worst person to play as in the original Resident Evil 1. They don't stop coming. They don't. It's what the fuck is Oh my god, Chris, fuck you. I'm so fucking sick of your himbo face.
Damn it.
My, like, knees hurt. I've been standing for so fucking long.
Let's go see if we can hunt him down.
Get the passcodes.
He's dead, which means someone else is here. Anyway, we got the first code.
I think everyone is here.
We need 3 passcodes to open it.
Can't believe there's an entire passcode puzzle. Alright, no, okay, hold on. Someone on Capcom has a fucking Chris boner. This confirms it. This is ridiculous. Why are Chris' sections so much longer than everyone else's sections? Someone came onto Resident Evil in 5. Maybe the production of 4. No, because the production of 4 was like split, wasn't it? No. I got that backward. Everything else was a prototype of 4. 4 wasn't a prototype of anything. Right. Anyway. Bloodborne ripped this monster off, so I guess chalk that up for another thing Bloodborne ripped off. Except they're actually creepier in this. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, someone coming on Resident Evil 5 onward. No, probably coming on a little bit early, but took over during Resident Evil 5. They have the biggest Chris boner. RE1, Code Veronica, 5, 6, Revelations, 7, 7, Not a Hero expansion, and 8. Yeah, see? And what'd we say? Fucking Jill was at like 4 at number 2?
come on, give me a break.
This is actually a cool enemy.
Finally, let's get out of here.
Fuck off, Chris. It's just not, it does not stop. That's the real problem with the Chris chapters. They do not stop. They have no business being this long. It's just like action scene, action scene, action scene, action scene. Like nothing's even fucking happening. Nothing ever happens in the Chris chapter. Chris needed like 2 goddamn chapters to tell a story.
Move it. It's locked from the other side.
It's actually hurting to stand. We've been going for so fucking long. Isn't Shinji Mikami the creator of Resident Evil? I think so. But he said his favorite character are women who don't submit to men. Yeah, but I don't I don't think Shinji Mikami is behind the Chris boner. I one remake of 1 and 4. I think the Chris boner started at 5. I know Code Veronica predates it, but what I'm referring to as the Chris boner, I probably didn't. I imagine was just a cameo back then. Because at that point, Chris hadn't gotten a solo game. Just as a reminder, we have acquired 1 key card. If I was gonna write a Resident Evil game, it would be Dawn of the Dead knockoff.
Roger.
I believe Ethan Winters is also has been in 2 games. We're talking about protagonists. And Rebecca's also been in 2 games, I think.
All right, let's open this up, Piers. You ready?
Only one more to find.
Move it!
Said Rebecca's his least favorite character. Interesting. I don't have a problem with her. She's not, like, super interesting, though. Whoa. And then, yeah, there's all the one-off characters that appeared in, like, 1 game only because they added, like, a co-op element to Resident Evil for a while for some unknown reason, probably because of Dead Space 2. And they only appear in, like, 1 game. Like, Helena, Shiva, and that one guy from Zero, Piers. Agent. Zero isn't co-op. Fair enough. Moira. I'm in a fucking hallway dying and I can't do anything to stop it. I'm gonna... Get the fuck off me. Even the process of dying to an endless horde of enemies is getting fucking boring. Stop! Rebecca is small, weak, girly girl. She can't push large objects, and Billy's a big dumb man, so we can't mix them. That's... Yup. They are truly the worst characters. Alright, now, in Rebecca's defense, she's like... She's basically a child. She put all of her, like, STARS superpowers into her brain. During the brief part where players are still push heavy boxes to solve a puzzle. Capcom just wanted to give you a reason to swap characters. There's so many of them. There we go.
Okay, we got them all. Let's get back.
I'm like falling asleep and in pain. This might be my least favorite level, honestly. This is crazy. How is this still going? Piers! You have one fucking job. How are you incapable of keeping a single enemy off of me? Fuck off. Done?
Come on.
Are we done?
Right behind you.
Use a jet to stop the missile launch. No, what does that even mean? There isn't any water in there. That looks like more level. Honestly, if Chris falls into fucking lava, I'd be happy. Yay!
I'm on it. I don't have time for you right now.
Game, just stop. Just fucking stop.
I'm on it.
Alright, we've made it to the jet. What? Nothing could possibly go wrong at this point. This has got to be the end of the chapter. Right now. Chapter playtime. 2.5 hours. No!
The aircraft
No!
carrier has been located. The carrier is armed with anti-aircraft artillery. Take out those guns, Alpha.
One plane against an entire carrier? Does that even sound possible?
No.
Hey, Pierce, how's
It's
your aim?
quite very specifically
Never better,
goddamn possible.
Pre-launch preparations have already begun, and there's nothing we can do to stop it from here.
The missile's carrying a virus. If it hits, it's gonna be a hell of a lot worse than a normal warhead. The only way we can stop it is by getting on that carrier. We've got no choice. Okay, get ready. I'm going in.
I want to remind you, the game is like, am I in control of the plane? I thought Piers was in control of the plane and I was just gunning. No wonder we crashed. I wanna again reiterate, no, it is impossible for a single plane to take out an aircraft carrier. Unless the aircraft carrier lets the plane,
Said she wanted to bring raccoons.
and it's carrying one hell of a payload.
Vessel that we know of. Come in, HQ. Are there any other vessels in the water?
Negative. Intel says only the carrier.
She could have been making it up. I wouldn't put it past her.
All anti-aircraft guns have been destroyed.
All right, now we can stop that missile. Find a place to land, Captain.
HQ to Alpha. The missile countdown has
Why
already started.
is there a
Call the
timer
control unit and stop the launch.
on the screen?
We're on it.
Fuck off.
Looks like my path is blocked. Nothing a little pyrotechnics can't take care of.
I cannot believe I'm still playing this level. Can't he just walk around the explosives? Or the thing? Yeah, just jump on that barrel. It's a BOW. Yeah.
Looks like more trouble than we need. Shit, this fight's about to get dirty.
Wow, that is a big boy. Oh my god.
Hurry it up here. We're running out of time.
Yeah, Pierce, learn to climb on things. Oh, I can move.
HQ to Alpha. Missile launch has been aborted.
Way to go, Pierce.
Yay!
Get back to the plane so we can get out of here. Roger that.
You can do it, Pierce.
Here, get to the crate. I'll pick you up. Hey, Captain. The odds are a little uneven down here. A little help?
Your dick's uneven, Pierce. I love how you can hurt these things with small arms, but you can't hurt them with a plane.
HQ to Alpha. We have an emergency. The missile is preparing to launch.
How in the hell? Say it. You knew we were trying to stop it.
We're out of time, Alpha. Permission to destroy the missile granted.
Damn it, that thing's in our way. All right, Pierce, take out those missiles. Roger that. It's heading for the city!
This is FOS. Is anyone there?
FOS?
Chris Redfield with the BSAA here.
Hold on. I'm patching you through to Agent Leon Kennedy.
What? Leon! Leon, where are you?
Chris, we're just outside of Tachi. Why?
Get the hell out of there!
Oh, that explains the opening cutscene. Or the opening prologue. Damn you, Clone Ada! You know, Clone Ada's not even, like, the main villain of this. I just want to point it out. It's some dude named Simmons. Just as a reminder, some dude named Simmons is the main villain. I know we've been focusing on Clone Ada the whole time because she's more interesting, but yeah, it's some guy named Simmons, just as a reminder. Everyone probably forgot about Simmons because who cares about Simmons, but there you go. End of chapter. Eat a dick, game.
Leon! Leon! Are you alright? Yeah. Things just got bad. Real bad. Damn it!
Chris, listen to me.
I need you to rescue 2 hostages from an underwater oil field. Agent Sherry Birkin and Jake Mueller.
It's Albert Wesker's son.
Oh, shit.
Wesker? Chris, he's got antibodies for the C virus. I got it. On my way.
Good.
How did Leon find that out, though?
Something I need to tell you.
Did Ada tell him? I don't remember Ada.
Copy. Sherry and Jake need you. Don't let them down.
Oh, that was sad. But I know that was a clone. Like, I'm not falling for this game's clone bullshit. So, like, clear time an hour 17:57? You're fucking kidding me. I was only playing that mission for an hour? That mission was on par with the other missions in length? Oh my god, Chris's levels are so boring. Holy shit, I think... Oh my god, Chris's levels are so boring. Oh my god. Let's see. Accuracy B, Death A, Clear B, Enemy A, 3 helicopters with a VTOL. Didn't die, 10 headshots, killed an enemy with the environment, beat the chapter without grenades, reached the missile in 3 minutes or less, killed an enemy with a physical attack, executed a headshot, tripped a running enemy, infiltrated an aircraft carrier, witnessed Ada's and fuck off. Nobody believes that. Saw an unavoidable nightmare. Jake's mother is a nameless woman who moved back to East Europe after breaking up with her boyfriend Wesker. That's your answer. She literally has name. Wow. Wow, Resident Evil 6. Honestly, it's not nearly as bad as people say. It, like... I have to admit, it's not... I wouldn't even go so far as to say this is a bad game. But, like, what this is trying to be... is it's trying to be the Metal Gear Solid 4 of Resident Evil, and it is not that. It is certainly making an attempt at it, but it is not doing it. It is not arriving at its destination. Whoopsie. Fucking, are you serious? Streamlabs. Thank you. Oh boy, I have to sit down. I am in great pain. My knees are just throbbing. Oh my god. Fuck. The Chris chapters are so boring. How are they this boring? Oh my god, I've only been playing for 3.5 hours. Oh my god, the Chris chapters are so boring. Bye-bye.